This video is just to demonstrate the various components of an automated bathing system. So stage one of my bathing system, I use this, which is to disperse the shampoo through the coat. It's a fairly standard, it's called a spray foam gun. And you can screw off that plastic receptacle. It can take up to, I think it's 100 milliliters. For most dogs, I don't use more than about 40, maybe 60 milliliters. So you can screw it off and put your shampoo in there. And what it does is, rather than having to apply the shampoo by hand, or if you don't want to just put the product through a recirculating system, you can do that, or you can optionally use just this. The one thing to say is that you cannot connect this to an electric shower because it limits the flow of the water, so you're going to mess your shower up. What I like about this particular one is that it's got two settings. So you can see it says soap on the right hand side and water on the left. So if you're doing just a rinse cycle, or you're just letting the water warm up to the desired temperature, you set it on the water cycle, on the water setting. And once you want to start washing the dog or distributing the shampoo through the coat, you can just twist the dial at the top and you can use it to disperse the product through the coat. So that's that. So I use it with a boiler system, and it's just connected. I'm just going to follow it. Connected to my boiler. That's just a cold water tap, and that is the switch for my, to switch on my, you can see. So, and it's also variable. So this is the same kind of swing switch that's used on a hydro bath. Okay, so that's that. Then this is the little, it's called a little giant pump. It's a sump pump, and it literally only needs about an inch and a bit of water. So water up to about there. Shh, Coco, that's enough. It needs just an inch of water to, and what it does is it recirculates the product. Again, I've used just washing machine hose to connect it up. And that's the nozzle that I've put on it, a FlowPro nozzle, which I really like. I only got this a couple of days ago, but it's got variable settings, so you can vary how fast or how slow it flows. And I've got it set to, I can't remember, right, I've got it set to the sort of the default shower setting, which seems to be acceptable for all the dogs that I've groomed. It's got harder settings. It's got a single, like a jet, and then an interrupted one, which is very weak. I have made this additional filter for my pump. It's a very, very fine, like net curtain almost, and you can see from using it, so today it's washed 4 dogs, you can see that it's gathered some of the hair. The rest of the hair just goes down my plug holes. I've got 2 plug holes. I also use a bath riser. It looks as though it's dirty. It's not. It's just a little bit of rust. And I've made this myself. If you like doing DIY, it's literally just push fit plumbing pipe with 3 cake grids, cake drying grids or cake cooling grids that I've painted with rust-proof paint, and then I've put a rubber mat over it for the dogs to stand on so that they don't get their claws hooked. So this pump, I have hard wired, you can't see behind there, but I'll go up, and behind here is where it goes up, and I can switch it on there. So it's a waterproof switch. Now, some groomers, that's my boiler, which I'm just going to switch off now. Some groomers, instead of doing that, they have, they use an air switch. So you can buy an air switch optionally from Amazon. I've never used it like that. I only use it with this, and I just wired it in myself. So that's just the whole system and how it all works together. So basically, just to reiterate, the shampoo, I disperse the shampoo through the coat with that, And then at the same time, I'm filling up the tub to the level that the pump needs. And that pump just sits there in the tub. And then I switch off my water here and I start using this, the recirculating pump. And then afterwards, I just do a rinse through of the coat with just plain warm water again. So that's the whole system.